The third right that we can discuss is called the right of al-hadana. And the definition for this right is to preserve the child and to protect him from anything that could harm him, and to raise him until he is capable to take care of himself. Now, in the first stages of childhood, the woman has the right of custody of the child, to take care of him, to raise him, to protect him. That's by agreement by most of the scholars. The Prophet ﷺ told a woman who came to him that she had the right of the child unless she gets married. And this is a very important rule that we need to remember, that he told her that you have that right to have that child, to have custody of the child, to raise him, to protect him, unless or until you get married. And Ibn Abbas came to the Prophet ﷺ after his divorce, trying to get his child. Ibn Abbas related that a man came to him and asked him for the custody of his child. And the Prophet ﷺ told him, in general, some of the words meaning, that the comfort of the mother, her love, him being with her, is better for the child than anybody else.
Actually, this is the statement of Ibn Abbas.
This is the statement of Ibn Abbas. And whomever, try to separate the child from his mother, Allah Azza wa Jalla will separate him from those that he loved at the Day of Judgment. Now, what time or how long would the child be in the custody of his mother? We said that the mother has the right of the child until she gets married. But for how long? Now, there is a difference in opinion on this. In the Hanafi madhab, the boy stays with his mother until he's 7 years old, and the girls until they are 9 years old. In the Maliki madhab, the boy stays with his mother until he reaches the age of puberty, and the woman or the female stays with her mother until she gets married. In the Shafi'i madhab, both of them, male and female, stay with their mother until they're 7 years old, and then they decide, they get the choice whether they want to stay with their mother or go to their father. The madhab of the Hanbali madhab, from 7 until the age of 7, then the girl will go to her father and the boy will have that choice. Now, in all these differences in opinion between the four major madhahib, what do we do in here? Which way would the child go? Now, there is a rule that we all need to know, that the custody of the child always attached to the benefit of the child himself. So wherever there is a benefit, wherever the benefit of the child is, that's where the custody will go. That's where the right will go. And if there is something that's obvious that the mother is doing, like she's on drugs, she's alcoholic, that's so obvious, then she loses that right of custody of the child. And if the judge, a Muslim judge, who judged by the rules of Allah, had decided an issue of the custody of the child, then once he decides, it's the end of that dispute itself. You cannot come in and say, well, no, this judgment that he made, he took the Hanbali madhab, and I'm Shafi. Or, no, that's it. It's accepted, the case is closed, nobody can reopen that dispute again. If a Muslim judge has decided on a dispute. Now also the imam, or the people who are in charge, and that could be a variety of leadership in the country itself. We're talking about a Muslim country. Then he has to be obeyed in the places of ijtihad, of ijtihad in the matter. And if there is a dispute in the house between the man and the woman, of course the man is the one who's going to make the decision, and the woman has to abide by it. However, she had that right to disagree with her. She can disagree with that judgment, but she had to abide by his judgment when there is a dispute between them. Even though he might be wrong, and she knows that he's wrong. But she had that right to disagree with him, but she had to follow him. And of course, when we're talking about these, when there is no dispute between the parents, when there is a normal marriage, we're not talking about, I mean, of course, the custody is for both the men and women. But we're talking like when there is some exceptions, when there is divorce, when there is disputes between the parents.